nigga outside before sunrise. Old school ways, but I'm still a young guy. A real trooper, I be grinding on the front line. Hungry for the money, I'ma eat like it's lunchtime. Really out here, nigga, let's go band for band. Made a lot of transactions, I'm talking hand to hand. Based on the statistics, I never had a chance. Still I sketched a blueprint and I mapped the plan. First case crash, took me in for crack rock. 54th and Duwarty, that was the crack block. Stood solid, never folded like a laptop. Trying to get to school, getting banged on at the dash stop. Can you give me a pistol is what I asked Pops. Late nights walking through the ops on Ascot. Really repping for the team like a mascot. Doing stupid shit, I could've really got my ass shot. Second charge that I caught was a gun case. Got bail money, I ain't got a fundraise. Still remember being broke with a fun day. Overgrind cause debts can't go unpaid. So I'm serving like way to serve lunch trade. The 2 doors a Challenger, not a Mustang. Chop them down like a barber, it was one phase. Cameras everywhere, we gon' flush it if they come raid, nigga.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Young Woo back with another On The Block reaction here on The Block News. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Not later, but right now. Also, go ahead and hit that hype button. Let's push this shit to the algorithm and put it in their faces. But listen, man, we back here with a Poetik Flakko video. We back with another Poetik Flakko video that I'm going to be reacting to. The title of it is T Grizzley just got himself in a really bad situation. It's kind of funny because, you know, most of the people talking about it, you know, about T Grizzley being a part of it, or it's been like a bounty. You know, T Grizzley supposed to be collecting a bounty. T Grizzley got himself in a bad situation, so we finna see what he talk about, and then I'm gonna interject when I need to, man. We finna get this shit going though. Let's get it.
T Grizzley just got himself in the middle of something really terrible and really bad, and it stems around the baby shooter situation from a couple of months ago. T Grizzley and a gang member from LA called Baby Shooter have been beefing online for a couple of months now. It's been a public feud. Baby Shooter robbed T Grizzley's house, went to jail, and then claimed that T Grizzley snitched on him and produced paperwork. T Grizzley and Dogface and others proved that the paperwork that Baby Shooter provided may not have been 100% real and truthful. So that led to T Grizzley going on academics and other platforms claiming Baby Shooter is making up fake paperwork about him, and that led to a back and forth. Now, if you guys forgot this back and forth, it's very crucial to this story. So let me just remind you guys of the ongoing beef between T Grizzley and Baby Shooter before we discuss what happened today. Years ago, T Grizzley's house was burglarized, right? They took $1 million in jewelry and they took some cash as well. So the news will write, rapper T Grizzley not only mourning his friend PNB Rock, he also got drama at home after burglars made off with $1 million in bills and bling. So it goes, law enforcement official tells TMZ, burglars smashed a window at T's house about 2 weeks ago in his Porter Ranch neighborhood outside Los Angeles. We're told the jewelry alone they found was worth more than $1 million, and they also walked away with a ton of cash. According to the police report, no one was home at the time of the break-in, and there's an open investigation. But I do know for a fact, 100% fact, when this happened, T Grizzley wasn't playing around. Like, T Grizzley was not playing around. He was taken to the streets. But some say he also took it to the police, which we will review shortly. But what I do know, when this happened, T Grizzley put the bag in the streets. He put a bag on the head of anybody involved in burglarizing him. And when the streets began to talk, the streets began to point his hand at a guy called Baby Shooter. So when Baby Shooter was like...
So, you know, like I said, man, we living in a different time, because you can go viral or be viral for being accused of, you know, flocking. You know, niggas talk about it like flocking ain't against the law. Motherfuckers putting out the story that T Grizzley got a bag on Baby Shooter head. Like, T Grizzley can't eventually face charges for that if that's true. Yeah, again, Jefe reporting on it like, yeah, they trying to collect on this bounty that T Grizzley put out. Street niggas is talking about niggas putting money on niggas' heads like it's legal. For me, y'all think y'all the police now. Y'all think y'all can put money and rewards in for a motherfucker that done something to you. Y'all think y'all the government now. Young and Jefe, I'm disappointed in you, bro. Because how is you just willingly inside of LA County jail, you know, implicating T Grizzley in a crime of putting money on Baby Shooter head? I'm just saying, I understand Poetik Flakko doing it. He's not from LA. He's not of this culture. He can give a fuck about the streets in general. But Young and Jefe, you really on a recorded line saying that Rolling 40 Crips is doing something to Gangsta Crips to collect money from T Grizzley because, you know, it's money on his head. Y'all doing it and y'all act like ain't nothing wrong with it. But Young and Jefe is the same person that was mad at Poetik Flakko for putting out a story about him, or Young Woo putting out a story about him. But yet, you implicating T Grizzley and Baby Shooter in some shit. Why is all this street shit coming to the internet? How do we know so much about what's going on in jail and prison from the internet? How is all these jail niggas or these inmates, these criminals, these gang members, these gang bangers, how are all y'all getting away with bringing shit that go on inside to the outside world? Let a nigga know, son. I'm just saying, this shit over with, but we finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
Identified as the one who burglarized T Grizzley's home. What happened was T Grizzley got goons, right? I'm assuming it's other LA gang members, because if it's not other LA gang members, like T Grizzley is from Detroit, like his Detroit goons aren't gonna be checking the LA gang member in LA, no, right? But dudes who were around T Grizzley, they found where Baby Shooter's mama lived. They found where he lived. They found other family members' homes. And they let him know, hey, bruh, there's a bag on your head. We know where your mama lived. Here's her address. You better tap in and let us know what's going on.
Not the fat D-Mac. Well, not the fat D-Mac. His name D-Mac, though. It's not the fat one, though. I know. The skinny one that be getting to the money? Yeah. The chopper. The one that be... Yeah. Yeah, that's the other nigga. That's the other little nigga. It's like 4 or 5 in it on that shit besides the other nigga. Besides the nigga that I sent y'all that put the whole play together. That fuck with them niggas. Well, crew, bro. You feel me? You ain't hear this from me, bro. You ain't hear this from me, all right?
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that.
So, what's crazy about this is, you know, I remember when Milk 74 put this video out, and what it looked like is Baby Shooter is on a FaceTime call having a conversation with, I don't know who he having a conversation with. I don't know how that phone call got started, but I know that Baby Shooter is unaware that them niggas are recording the phone call. See, this by me personally, once something is done, I don't want to talk about it. It could be a body, a robbery, a flock, a shooting, anything that happened. Listen, once it happened, there's no need to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to try to paint a narrative about you. You dealing with days where grown-ass men that call themselves street niggas is recording private conversations and putting it out to the world and claim the nigga that they recording is telling. Like, he really having a private conversation with you niggas. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all talk about. I don't know what play y'all talk about put together. Y'all could be talking about shit, put a play together to take a trip or something. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But I know Baby Shooter, it looked bad in this situation because some niggas recorded your private phone call and it got to the world. So they tried to paint the narrative like Baby Shooter told the world. But really, it's you street niggas that's operating like undercover agents, recording phone calls, monitoring motherfuckers' conversations, you feel me, and building up a case and try to paint a motherfucker out to be something they not. So that's why I don't have phone conversations about nothing, man. Don't talk to me in person. You know what I'm saying? If I find out I'm being recorded, it's going to get ugly. You know what I'm saying? Don't record me without my permission. But that's why I'm careful who I talk to anyway. I don't want to deal with nobody who's going to put something I'm telling them in private out into the public. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, I guess it's the Detroit niggas. I don't know. But whoever recording Baby Shooter private conversation with them is foul. Baby Shooter didn't put this shit out in public. You did, fool, so stop playing games. But I remember when this happened. But listen, we finna get this shit back going. Let's get it.
All
right, it's Nick. It's my cousin from schoolyard, bro. Boom. Mexican niggas from Great and 2 niggas from home. They all get money together. They all fuck around, kicking around, you feel me? Boom. Them niggas that's press play on, you feel me?
Yeah.
Now them niggas, they jeweler, they want to fuck with her. They see all the face. They see the face. They're like, oh, is that ain't we ain't with it? Oh, they're like, shoot, you don't know. You feel me? I know your jeweler just fuck ooh, feel me, like, ooh. I'm like, shit, hell yeah, he probably get ready for you, feel me, like, y'all gotta cash me out though, set. Ooh, but I know about this, though, that's why I asked him, I'm like, you know, you fuck nigga, Tik Grizzley, like, yeah, he like, nigga off limits, I'm like, on crib. I'm like, y'all ain't say, I'm like, all right, you feel me, like, boom, but I already them niggas on that.
This footage only resurfaced because I believe he was into it with Milk 74, and Milk 74 released the footage where he's telling the ops, hey, it wasn't me, it was that guy, bro. Man, trust me. Now, a lot of people gave him flack for this. Like, you can't say this is telling because it's not telling because he wasn't talking to the police, but he was still giving up people and saying they did this and they did that. Knowing there was bags on the heads of people involved is kind of like, man, you don't like do that to your homie, bro. Like, if you know, hey, bro, T Grizzley got a bag out on somebody's head for whoever was involved, and you say, nah, he was involved, you damn near okay with your homie getting killed. So he got a lot of flack for it. So he came back and he explained exactly why he said that much and exactly why he did what he did. And he confirmed T Grizzley was putting bags on people's heads.
Never spoke on that video. Well, let me make the long story short. That shit wasn't straight. I ain't gonna say that shit was straight. Niggas should never put no niggas' name in nothing. That shit wasn't cool. That shit wasn't cool. As a gangster, niggas should never implicated no niggas in nothing. But I'll make a long story short. My face going around, they say money on my head and all this and all that. The homie called me like, hey, these niggas want to holler at you, woo. They trying to say you did this before they make a move. They want to move, you feel me? So I'm like, all right, what's up? So they put me on the line. They saying whoop whoop and whoop whoop, saying you did it, you feel me, like that. We got your mama address. They tell me my mama address. Bam. They read me my mama address, you feel me? Whole time they like, oh, we don't know if you really did it, or they probably could be blaming it on you feel me? So this isn't that. So I'm like, all right, smooth, you feel me? So them calls all different times, so they called me back. I'm like, man, look, you ain't hear this from me, but whoa, that's when I said that, you feel me? But what I should have did was called in, you feel me? But a nigga went straight, you feel me? But if I didn't want to tell them, bro, I know what really happened. Them niggas had nothing to do with nothing, you feel me? If anything, I lied on them, bro, but that shit went straight. On the day, I went straight. So basically, it was a twist up, you feel me? To get me on video saying this is and that, you feel me? Nigga fell for it, because, like, mind you, I should have called in, I should have tapped in. There's money on here. I don't know who to trust when they talking about the amount of money they said was on the nigga head.
Baby Shooter went to jail.
And you know, that's not necessarily true just because Baby Shooter is saying they said it's some money on the head. A lot of niggas be saying that shit and it don't be true. I don't know if there's any bread on his head. But, you know, as far as Baby Shooter response, you know, lying on niggas, nah, that shit not bull, fool. On my mama, because if them niggas took your story like it was the truth, you know, they could have, you know, retaliated on them niggas, and them niggas could have been doing the bus for something you did, you know. And you did come out producing some paperwork, said T Grizzley told. I'm not like a paperwork specialist, so I don't really know how to read paperwork because I don't be looking at enough paperwork to know. You know, nigga, I listen. I just react. You feel me? I just react to the most credible person, you know. And if they got some paperwork, they got the case number, it's known to be factual, then shit, I guess it'll be the truth. But it really don't matter because I don't really pursue who's snitching and who's telling and shit like that. That's not what I do. You know, I was just kind of like entertained by the Baby Shooter T Grizzley situation. I didn't involve myself. You know, I ain't really form an opinion about it or anything. You know, but yeah, man, that's why it's good to not talk to niggas on the phone. You know, the less you speak, the more protected you are. You feel me? The less they know, the more they wonder. You know, we don't talk about cases that's open once we beat them, whatever, nothing. We don't talk about that shit. But listen, we're finna get this shit back going. Let's get it.
Shortly afterwards. But while in jail, he released this paperwork right here where he claims T Grizzley identified him as the man who robbed his house to the police. When Baby Shooter got released from jail, he doubled down on the narrative that T Grizzley snitched on him. And I'll be real, if it wasn't for Dogface, right, which is like an OG from like Detroit, if it wasn't for Dogface going around from podcast to podcast, building these relationships with all the bloggers like myself, academics, and others, T Grizzley would probably have been cooked. But I felt like Dogface did a very good job combating that narrative and kind of poking holes in Baby Shooter's like narrative that T Grizzley snitched, kind of like pointing out things that were inconsistent. And essentially T Grizzley beat the snitching rumors, you know, due to Dogface. But, you know, like Baby Shooter got out of jail with a vendetta against T Grizzley. Now, you know, he robbed T Grizzly's house, so I don't know why he would hate T Grizzly, right? But Baby Shooter even went as far as banning T Grizzly and other Detroit dudes from coming to LA.
Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Dead homie. I called up about the T Grizzly situation, he got right on it. Dead homie. Got on it. Got right on it. He ain't playing no game.
Yeah, that's crazy. So basically, T Grizzly, he no good.
T Grizzly bad, dead homie. He bad people.
So
bad
do
people.
the internet? Do the internet know?
Do the
internet know?
The internet gotta know. I'm on crib, bro. We're over here. Hey, well, that's how I feel though. I don't know how everybody Detroit. All of them. I catch any niggas in the city. I'm robbing all them. I'm robbing all them. I catch in the city on the dead homie. All them Detroit. On the dead homies, that's how I feel. Besides Doug though, dead homies, Doug really on Krypton. Everybody else though, I'm robbing all the dead homies.
When I seen this, I'm like, Baby Shooter crazy. Like, he threatening these niggas, but, you know, I think he wanted it to look like that, because I don't think Baby Shooter, you know, would actually plot to rob somebody and tell you about it before. I just think that he was hot at the time. He got a problem with Detroit. You know, he's saying certain shit that's gonna stick. That's gonna, you know, later on they're gonna play. And look, this what Shooter said. Shooter said it, like, nigga don't want you to know if they're gonna rob you. Nigga, the whole point is to get away. Feel me? So he went viral for that. I had ended up posting on my Instagram and everything, you know. But when he had posted this, or when he did this interview with DC Baby Draco, you know, a lot of his haters from his op hoods, you know, a lot of, you know, he was going viral. He ended up bringing Stunning Girl to the hood. You know, a lot of people was trying to, you know, rain on his parade, so to speak. But listen, we finna get this shit back going, man. And last, get it.
Like the rest of South Park.
I love Baby Shooter, man. I like Baby Shooter, but there's no excuse for this malarkey, bruh. He comes home after facing life, beats the case, come home a week later, he's threatening to rob Detroit rappers who click up with T Grizzly on the internet. Now, this was when I think T Grizzly began to take it seriously, because this is when T Grizzly stopped responding. After Baby Shooter said this, it went dead quiet on T Grizzly's end. Because T Grizzly now recognized, okay, it's not content anymore, it's in the streets, cool, I gotta move this way. But ultimately, T Grizzly stayed quiet. Baby Shooter is now back in jail on some other charges. And apparently, T Grizzly, according to Young and Jefe and other people who are currently in jail, apparently T Grizzly is calling shots. A Detroit dude is calling shots in LA County and is influencing prison politics. Because T Grizzly apparently had a bounty on Baby Shooter's head. And when Baby Shooter touched down, now, again, this bounty was confirmed by Young and Jefe, not Poetik Flakko, okay? But when Baby Shooter touched down, apparently the bounty got collected on. And we got audio of Baby Shooter being tortured and almost killed.
As a fact, we gonna compensate.
Yeah.
Oh, come right here, bro. Come here, you got nothing to do with nothing. Bro, I apologize. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. Oh, man. Come on. Hey, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. You didn't do nothing. I didn't do none of that simple shit, bro. You're not going to get nobody. I ain't going to get nobody or none of them, homie, bro. Everybody clear. Everybody clear. Tell Detroit, yeah, homie. You got the homie bugging him. And none of that great shit, bro. None of that great shit. Oh, 40 clear. Yeah, homie. On Westside 40, you know what's going on. It's 24, we making the ground shake. Yeah, homies, nigga, we got cut up in here.
I got love for Baby Shooter, man.
So, like I said, man, the streets is watered down. All that shit watered down. You got street niggas, gang members that are gang bangers that call themselves active, but they calling home, making sure the person on the line record this phone call, recording shit, you know, basically jail politics. Y'all recording that shit on the phone, I guess, for a moment, but Why are we able to find out so much street shit on the internet? The civilians, your ops, the Bloods, the Crips, the essays, anybody that ain't got nothing to do with y'all gang shit, we can look on the internet and figure it out. How Young and Jefe so comfortable saying that him as an active gang member, gangbanger, while he's on an open case, how does he feel so comfortable implicating T Grizzley into a crime? Saying T Grizzley had the rolling 40s attack baby shooter to collect a bounty. Like that shit legal. Like it's legal to put a bounty on a nigga head, put money on a nigga head. Y'all forgot that's what Lil Durk in there for? You feel me? For putting money on niggas head, sending niggas to do something. Young and Jefe, is you trying to get T Grizzley up in there with you? Is you trying to get closer to getting a rap deal or something? You trying to become cellmates with T Grizzley and ask him to sign your big ass nigga? On my mama, cause I don't understand how the nigga Tiny 4.0, nigga, you don't get cool points, nigga, for putting on the internet where the police can see this shit. The police could collect and gather information. Tiny 4.0, you could get more cases for this. Who recorded the call? You had something to do it. Listen, if it's however many niggas that outnumber you, they got weapons and everything, right? And you value your life, and nigga, you know these niggas probably doing it up for the phone call, for the cameras, whatever. You know, niggas got weapons, so you like, man, I ain't in nothing. Like, yeah, you right, I ain't in nothing, man. I ain't got nothing. Listen, I ain't hear him apologize. That was some nigga was trying to tell him to apologize. That nigga baby shooter said I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Listen, I ain't been involved in no shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So I can only speak on it so much, but I know that should be like a DP from the 40s to Tiny 4.0 for calling home, trying to use jail politics and shit that's happening behind them walls to humiliate nigga. You exposing shit that shouldn't be exposed, you feel me, for clout. I guess the rules different, man. I don't know. Everything we need to find out for anything. If a nigga getting a DP, you can look on the internet and find out now. If a nigga just got put on, you can look on the internet. Nigga, they got the footage. Anything you want to find out about anything from the police to the civilians, all you got to do is get on YouTube. All you got to do is type in the search bar exactly the information you look for, and it's going to pop right up. This shit over, but listen, man, stay out the streets. It ain't what you think. So an illusion full of confusion. Stay out the way, little see another day. Finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
But we gotta be honest, bro. It sounded like he ran into the Avengers. I ain't never seen Baby Shooter voice go that high. All I heard was, oh! I said, cuh. Hold on, bro. Huh? Damn. Yo, what were they doing to you, huh? God damn. Bruh. I'll be real, man. Now, Baby Shooter is a shooter, not a fighter, so we gotta kind of give him some leeway there. But no man voice should ever reach a pitch that high. It will. Now, yo, they had to have poked him up, bro. Cause to me, that's the only way. Cause I don't see a punch hurting that bad to where I'm, oh, God. Hey, listen, man. If he would have gotten stabbed or punched up or beat up and taken his L, cool. But coming to the phone and breaking it down, that's where I think he took it a step too far. Coming to the phone, apologizing to T Grizzley, claiming it was all talk. He's not involved in nothing. He didn't do nothing. That's crazy. But
so, you know, I'm tapped in with niggas behind the walls, you know, on them level 4s and all that shit. You know, so when shit happen, they always send me content to react to and all that shit. But I asked, you know, because everybody on my Instagram, and they pretty much know Baby Shooter, my relative and all that. So they just send me this shit. You know, they don't really bash him or nothing. But I'm like, what would be the proper way for Baby Shooter to handle that if this did occur? He said, shit, you got to get off on the first nigga that bang on you. You feel me? Because, all right, he said you got to get off on the first nigga that bang on you. I said, well, shit, ain't they going to pack you out anyway if you do that? He said, shit, in that moment, you can't be worried about a nigga packing you out. You ain't even worried about no cameras. You ain't worried about nothing. It's survival mode. You got to crash the fuck out because ain't no telling if niggas get you in that position where they make you apologize, they got you fearing for your life, they can make you do anything. They can do anything to you. Some homosexual shit, you know, the allegations on Munchie B, the peanut butter shit, you feel me? They can have you paying, they can be taxing you, you know. So at that moment, the first thing, you gotta recognize danger, you gotta be alert, you gotta be aware, militant and vigilant. You gotta know what you walking in and not trust niggas. And you know, you gotta get off and go up, nigga. You gotta fight for your life. You gotta stand on your morals and your principles and your beliefs in that moment. You know, you gotta be willing to die for what you stand for type shit. So yeah, if it's 5 niggas up in here, you know you going to a dorm where you may not be safe, first nigga bang on you, the first time you recognize it's some bad energy, just get bracking. You feel me? He like, shit, because everybody basically is looking for their viral moment. You know, everybody in that motherfucker looking for that viral moment. And then I had told him, I said, you know, I'm just asking because, you know, with me having a platform, you know, I'm a YouTuber. You know, I'm already outside on the streets looking out for this shit. I know niggas looking for a viral moment, a moment to try to humiliate me or to get clout off my name. I know it. You know, you know, he seconded it. He basically reiterated that and added some more to it. Like, yeah, man, you gotta be careful. But he like, you ain't even gotta worry about that, just as long as you don't go nowhere where you know you're not boo, or when you do go, you bounce out with that fire on you. You feel me? Bounce out with some protection. So the only thing for Baby Shooter to do in this situation was to get back in immediately. If you soon as you land in the dorm and you recognize ain't none of your homies in here, you gotta get back and you gotta go up. You don't want to be in no situation where niggas call it, you know, they doing you like what's that nigga name, Jet Beezy. You know, Jet Beezy, they had him apologizing to the dead, you know. So I guess the Roller 40 seen that and they try to make sure to do the same thing. It's all about embarrassment. It ain't even just about clout. You feel me? It's about pulling you down. You know, yeah, they want to get to shine, but they want to steal your energy, steal your shine, put you down. It's about ending you, because niggas be jealous anyway. So niggas got to be out here militant and vigilant and don't let a nigga play with you. So that's just a word of advice for any nigga that ain't been behind them walls and plan on going, because like I said, I'm tapped in with niggas behind them walls, and they said that's how you should have handled it. You know, if this did occur, or if you put in that situation, get bracken, go up, crash out on the first nigga you see, go up, scrabble till the police come, period. Don't let them niggas, because even young Jefe said it. He said, I'm not finna let y'all niggas get me in a cell and have y'all wait with me. Nigga, we gonna fight right here on the tier, nigga. We gonna go up, nigga, till the police come. I'm just saying, real shit, nigga, fight for your life. But listen, we finna get this shit back going. Let's get it.
Makes him look bad, like, right? Now, Youngin Jefe would come on his channel, and Youngin Jefe, who's currently in prison, would claim these dude had no affiliations with T Grizzley whatsoever. And now you're about to see how disgusting and sad LA gang members are. So Baby Shooter is from LA. He's a Crip, right? He's from the community. Fellow Crips from LA. Now, these two don't really got, they're from Rolling 40s. I think, like, he's from Avalon. They don't really got no beef. But they still attacked him to get in good favor with the dude from Detroit. Man, listen, man. Yo, gangbanging is over with, homie.
Catch somebody coming through the door and you feel they a sheep, or you can get over on them, that's what's going to happen. So, you know, he came through the door, you know what I'm saying, with these big old flower earrings, and, you know, he was reportedly telling people that it was worth $6,000. So you can just, you know, imagine, you know, all the spice that's going to buy, you know, or how good you're going to look if you get to put those in your ears. So I had learned that Shooter was here yesterday, you know what I'm saying, from one of my people. You know, they came back from visiting with Shooter and was like, hey, Baby Shooter said, what's happening? He sent his. I'm like, Baby Shooter from where? They like, Avalon. I'm like, oh, okay, he in here? They like, yeah. What I didn't know was that he was in the same module as me on the other side, you know what I'm saying, the original tier that I was on or whatnot. So as y'all hearing this recording, as much as y'all can hear, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't really hear it like that, but getting it play by play, from my understanding, you know,
and the Avalons and the 40s don't really beef like that, but at the same time, I was still like kind of like have some distrust for the Rolling 40s, just for the fact I'm a gangster Crip, and they neighborhood crip, and just who we align with, it makes us enemies. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't feel the same. I might be cool with Hoodie Hood from 40s. You know, I never met him in person. I might be cool with him online. But, nigga, when I go to Taco Bell, nigga, I see 7 niggas from 40. I don't think Hoodie Hood got no control over what his homies might do to me if they catch me right here. I'm just saying, like, you know where I'm from. We ain't gotta keep on saying it, but I'm just saying, like, and plus this YouTube shit, nigga had jewels on, nigga. I didn't feel like that was a good yeah, I'm cool with 140 crib, but nigga, I'm not finna walk into a room full of these niggas and think everything boo. I'm gonna be on point, or I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to not have to go up in there except snitch. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back in, like, or I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna slide off. Like, when that situation happened, when I pulled to that Taco Bell, I see all them 40 Crips. Yeah, Peblos and 40s don't beef, but at the same time, you don't know what a nigga do to you in survival mode. I don't even know one hood that, you know, they was, I guess, attempting to rob the homie chain. You know, they was from Broadway, and you know, the homie, he from the hood, Peblos, of course, he like an OG. You know, they was about to take his shit, but he told him he from Peblos, and they gave him all his shit back, left him alone. You know, that's how much respect the Broadways and the Peblos got for each other. The Avalons and the Peblos got for each other. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I don't know what these young niggas doing nowadays, but we're finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
He was over there on the tier, and then it looked like, you know what I'm saying, the Jack Boys, you know what I'm saying, got down on it. You feel me? 4.0, you know what I'm saying, from 40s, you know what I'm saying, put himself out there, you know what I'm saying, in this matter, you know what I'm saying, and making Baby Shooter get on the phone. And basically, this wasn't even like no neighborhood gangster thing, from my understanding. So it looked like these dudes, it took it upon themselves, like they want to go viral, like they want some of that Adam 22 clout and no jumper clout, that they decided to hop on Baby Shooter because they know about the T Grizzley stuff and all this internet stuff that's going on out there. So basically, they trying to collect on a bounty, you know what I'm saying? And they hoping that T Grizzley send them some money, and or send them the money, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know nothing about no bounty. Didn't know it was a bounty or whatever, but they said that.
But even you mentioning that on a recorded phone call is kind of like fishy, young Jefe. You don't want people implicating you in crimes or giving ideas that the police could probably use in the case, right? So why you doing it to other people? If you don't know about no bounty, why you speaking on it? And you know that if it was a bounty on Baby Shooter head, and you niggas brought everything to the internet, now the police can gather information, and now T Grizzly name is being thrown around. You know you niggas ain't getting no money, right? You know all you did that for was clout, and guess what? I don't think you niggas understand that y'all ruin your opportunities. All right, me just looking at this situation like, okay, some niggas from 40s, they was thirsty for some bread, willing to do anything for money, so they made a move for T Grizzly. They never met him, never made an agreement with him or nothing, but they just ready to go for it, nigga. I don't want to do business with nobody like that, because somebody can pay you to do something to me. We can't have you in these industrial buildings, you feel me, getting this legal bread, because you might send your goons in to rob us. We not fucking with you. You niggas do too much shit for clout that it ruins your opportunity to make money. You got to be careful how you treat people, how you move around here in these streets. Like I said, I don't want to be known for being a robber, flocker, thief, nigga, none of this shit. You know, none of this shit you niggas got going on. I'm going to be honest. You know, because I think that people look at you crazy. Like, if you known for stealing from people's house, they going to think you're going to steal from them. If you known for setting up your homies, they going to think you going to set up them. If you known for killing your homies, they going to think you going to kill them. I'm just saying, but we finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
They trying to collect the bounty, so that's why they got on Shooter now.
Yo, it is hilarious. Yo, it really said, hey, listen, man. Yo, they were trying to collect the bounty that T Grizzly put on Baby Shooter. But I don't know nothing about no bounty. Nah, man. Worst part about it, too, is clearly he left, right? Like, he packed it up and he left. And they're still trying to shame him. Fam, they just try to kill me. They put a knife. They brought weapons. They threatened to kill me if I don't hop on this phone and apologize. And I'm supposed to stay in a module or a dorm with all my enemies? With no homies around? After they already tried to assassinate me, and I'm a buster if I, man, all right, man. Anybody claiming Baby Shooter is a buster
These street rules and shit crazy. Like, hell no, I ain't supposed to program with no niggas that just put weapons on him. He supposed to get up out of there. But that's why they say it's best to just not go in. Or when as soon as you go in, nigga, get back in. Don't even go in. Just take off on the first nigga. Let them know, like, it's all bad. Like, nigga rather go to the hole than, you know, on a PC for a 50-50. That's what I keep hearing. Like, I ain't ever been put in those situations, so I can't tell you. I'm just telling you what I was told from, you know, a nigga who, A1, when you mention niggas in prison or niggas locked up holding it down, his name ringing bells. That's the nigga I'm in contact with behind them walls. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we finna get this shit back going. Let's get it.
Are soft for packing it up and leaving a dorm in a module ran by the same dudes who are trying to murder him. You guys are out of your mind. I applaud you, bro. All right, listen, bro, you in county jail on some petty charges probably. You trying to come home, bro. Man, don't try to play tough, bro. Leave, go to PC if you got to. Come home and podcast like an MF. Right? Because the dudes who are in jail right now facing 20, 30, 40, they won't be able to beat you on the outside. You'll be able to control the narratives with the podcast. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? All right. Do y'all think what happened to Baby?
But listen, man, there you have it. T Grizzley just got himself in a really bad situation and Jefe implicating T Grizzley in crimes. Poetik Flakko blaming T Grizzley. You feel me? And shit. Young Jefe betraying the Avalon Gangster Chris by even reporting on this. Why is you street niggas so cool with reporting on shit that happened inside them walls? I thought what happened there stay there. I thought that's a whole different world. You feel me? Y'all blurring the lines, and I guess y'all making unstreet shit or civilian type shit, journalistic reporter shit cool. But then when it reach the streets and a nigga like myself speak on it, y'all try to make it seem like we doing police stuff. And Jefe, you're reporting on criminal activities, right, that no one has been convicted for yet. You're creating cases over that government-owned phone you keep operating your YouTube channel on. But listen, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Not later, but right now, my name is Young Woo. This C's on the Block News.
I be on the block like when crack first hit. If I'm feeling iffy, then my gag gon' spit. I am not a rapper, I don't cap about shit. Dope boy, state of mind, I'm a trap till I'm rich. I be outside like when crack first hit. If I'm feeling iffy, then my gag gon' spit. I am not a rapper, I don't cap about shit. Dope boy, state of mind, I'm a trap till I'm rich. First nigga outside before sunrise. Old school ways, but I'm still a young guy. A real trooper, I be grinding on the front line. Hungry for the money, I'ma eat like it's lunchtime. Really out here, nigga, let's go band for band. Made a lot of transactions, I'm talking hand to hand. Based on the statistics, I never had a chance. Still I sketched a blueprint and I mapped the plan. First case crash, took me in for crack rock. 54th and Duwarty, that was the crack block. Stood solid, never folded like a laptop. Trying to get to school, getting banged on at the dash stop. Can you give me a pistol is what I asked Pops. Late nights walking through the ops on Ascot. Really repping for the team like a mascot. Doing stupid shit, I could've really got my ass shot. Second charge that I caught was a gun case. Got bail money, I ain't got a fundraise. Still remember being broke with a fun day. Overground cause debts can't go unpaid. So I'm serving like way to serve lunch trade. The 2 doors a Challenger, not a Mustang. Chop them down like a barber, it was one phase. Cameras everywhere, we gon' flush it if they come raid, nigga. I be on the block like when crack first hit. If I'm feeling iffy, then my gag gon' spit. I am not a rapper, I don't cap about shit. Dope boy, state of mind, I'm a trap till I'm rich. I be outside like when crack first hit. If I'm feeling iffy, then my gag gon' spit. I am not a rapper, I don't cap about shit. Dope boy, state of mind, I'm a